Check, check, check. How do I am coming out in the speakers to me hearing it?
Hey everybody, it's Rogue Wildy, and in today's video I am showcasing the strongest build I've found for the Witch's Staff Discura in the hidden aspect of Anubis. This video is part of my series on what I found to be the best setup for each and every weapon and aspect. Hey, really quick, if you aren't already subscribed, please do so. It's just a single click away, and while it costs you nothing, it helps steer the algorithm a little bit and is a tremendous help to what I'm doing here. Thank you so much. Let's get back to it. The Aspect of Anubis introduces a whole new playstyle for the trusty staff, which has now become the Ankh Scepter. Instead of the usual attack, you strike the ground, creating a damaging field that periodically radiates a small amount of damage, hurting everyone within. Once fully upgraded, the scepter gains 30% Omega move speed and damage. On top of that, your special now draws enemies in so you can stand around and magnetize the enemies into your damaging field. Finally, the scepter has another neat feature where every defeated enemy becomes a lone shade that you can dash through to send homing towards surviving enemies. These interesting traits make for a totally new playing experience that can feel a bit wonky at first, but after playing around with some combinations, I was able to create a build that melts crowds and guardians alike. I tried to create this build to allow for some versatility with respect to the Omegas. For my playstyle, the cast time feels a bit too long and messes up my flow. That being said, you may play differently and find that the Omegas fit perfectly. This build allows for both styles. If you want to run it like I do, turn on auto fire in the settings and set it to toggle. For hammers, our biggest priority is dual moonshot. This build hinges on the continuous use of our special to proc the curse from our attack field. This hammer makes it very easy to do. Our runner-ups are rapid moonshot and shimmering moonshot. You can bring along whatever familiar you'd like. I brought along Hecuba because I was optimistic about the Omega usage, which ended up being practically zero. If I had my crystal ball ready prior to filming, I would have swapped her out for Rocky or Tula. For our Arcana loadout, we are going standard with more health and magic, gold, rerolls, death defiance, and any added damage we can go for. If you're like me and neglect your Omega, you can turn off the Sorceress and the Huntress and go for the Artificer. Grab the Cloud Bangle before you leave. Let's get started with the Heroic Heaven Strike. A little extra luck courtesy of Chaos. Smolder Ring on cast. Plasma is not necessary, but very nice to have. We lucked out with dual moonshot right away. Static shock, why not? Epic blood spree never hurts. Lightning Lance is our trusty boon to cast at a distance. Take Vivid Sea for region 2 unless you've already encountered Poseidon. A couple rerolls for Wave Flourish. Visceral Impact for even more plasma. Hasty Retreat helps our survivability quite a bit. Arterial Spray is a great bonus. I never actually used my Hex, but I did take Moonwater. I love gambling with the Experimental Hammer in Region 3. More dash is always good. C-Star, why not? Slippery Slope amps up the build considerably. A perfect hammer number 2 in Rapid Moonshot. Hydraulic Might helps with that first wave a lot. Love me that metallic droplet. Unseen Ire is decent. And a little Mutual Destruction to finish up. All in all, this build did come pretty naturally. Heaven Strike works perfectly because you can create your field, then draw everybody in while keeping them stunned and damaged so rapidly that the blitz falls almost instantly. I was surprised by how much I enjoyed this weapon. When I first gave it a whirl as a noob, I was more confused than anything, but those developers over at Supergiant know what they're doing. The weapon forces you to play at an unusual pace, but overall it proved to be a veritable Chronos melting machine. And hey, thanks for hanging out and watching my videos. My goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, so if you know anyone else struggling to get their first clear or just wanting some perspective, please send them my way. Also, enjoy the rest of the video.